I've used multiple music distributors throughout the year, starting with CD Baby before moving on to DistroKid. And now today I am officially announcing that I am switching from DistroKid to LANDR, and I'm going to explain why in this video. And I think this is going to be relevant for you because I think LANDR is now the #1 best music distributor on the market. And so I want to make sure you are not missing out as a music producer by using one of the other music distributors. Hi, I'm Reagan Ram with Orpheus Audio Academy, and I'm always going to have a soft spot in my heart for DistroKid. #1, I think they have the coolest, funnest logo out there out of all the music distributors. Sorry, LANDR, you kind of got to step up your logo game there. But they were one of the music distributors I used early on, and they were the first ones to sponsor my YouTube channel. So I'm really appreciative to them for that. However, as things have evolved, I've come to find that LANDR is the best music distributor out there, which is why I ultimately had to switch to them. And I'll explain why now as we go through this video. So #1, when it comes to pricing, LANDR is just, you're going to save money with them. You can see this are the two middle plans of each of these. I'm comparing here. I did a full video kind of more going into detail, breaking down LANDR and DistroKid. This video is just more of a personal story of why I've switched. And so you probably, for most of these companies, you kind of don't want to use their cheapest plan because it limits you, either on like how much music you can release, how many artists you can have, and like you can't set a custom release date and so on. So I'm kind of comparing the middle tiers of each of these plans. You can see they're exactly the same price. By the way, if I sound a little strange or congested, it's because I'm still getting over pneumonia. So on the surface, these are the same price, although with LANDR, you can also pay per release. And if you don't want to have a subscription, because a lot of people are just anti-subscription, period, and understandably so, because so many things are subscriptions now. So if you don't want to do that, you have that option with LANDR. But these are a little bit misleading. You can see there's the asterisk there on DistroKid because you get a lot of things baked in for free with LANDR and this LANDR price that you don't get with DistroKid and that you have to pay extra for, which I'll cover in a second. Now, speaking of distributors, just uploading your music with a distributor isn't going to get you a ton of streams. As you probably know, you need to actually go and market your music. And so I have a free Spotify playlist secrets guide you can grab in the description below, or go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/playlist secrets. And this walks you through some proven step-by-step marketing strategies that you can use to hack the Spotify algorithm and get Spotify to promote your music for you, simply utilizing Spotify playlists, both your own, how to grow your own playlists, and also other people's playlists as well as some really cool free tools that you can use. So if you want more Spotify streams, this guide is completely free. Just grab it in the description below. So number of artists, with LANDR, you get 5 artists. DistroKid, you only get 2. So if you have multiple bands or music projects that you want to upload music under, you're kind of limited with DistroKid, or unless you upgrade and pay for their highest tier, in which case with DistroKid you get 5. With LANDR, you get 5 with their middle tier here, so that's really nice. And I'm releasing under multiple artist names, so I like that you get multiple there with DistroKid. Then there's also the matter of YouTube content ID, and I've just never used this with my music as I was using DistroKid. I didn't think it was really that important, but what happens is if your music is used in a YouTube video, you can collect royalties from them if you have YouTube content ID, so that you're not losing out on any of your money if someone's using your music. And so with DistroKid, you have to pay an extra $5 per year per release, and they also take 20%. And that just didn't seem worth it to me because I don't think I was going to be making that $5 a year per song from YouTube content ID. So I just never added that on. With LANDR, it's baked in for free. They also take the 20%, but there's no extra cost on top of it, let alone recurring every year for every song. That's kind of insane and really prohibitive from even using YouTube content ID. So if YouTube content ID isn't important to you, then maybe you still can keep using DistroKid. As I learned more about it, I found out it was something that I wanted to have, so I decided LANDR was better for me. Then there's payment splitting. So I want to get into collabing more with artists and being able to split payments easily. With DistroKid, you either have to collab with someone who's already a DistroKid member for it to be free, or that person has to go and sign up, albeit for a reduced price of $11.50 a year per collaborator, but that still adds up. That's still a barrier. I don't want to have to tell someone, can you please sign up and pay almost $12 a year for something they're not really going to use, just for the payment splitting. Whereas with LANDR, yes, whoever you collab with has to sign up, but they can sign up for a free account in order to the payment splitting, so there's no extra costs there. Then there's cover song licensing, And this was really prohibitive for me to the point where I just didn't put out any cover songs. I put out one cover song, a cover of Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill. And that cost $12 a year. And I'm basically breaking even with that based on the number of streams I'm getting. So that's nice. I'm not like losing money on it, but $12 every single year per cover. And that's even if you have the license. Like if you bought the license yourself, you can't like then upload it. You still have to pay $12 a year to DistroKid. So then I just didn't upload any more cover songs until I switched to LANDR, where again, you can go and acquire the license yourself, pay for the mechanical license yourself if you want. I have a full video on how to do cover songs legally. I'll have that in the description below. So you can do this yourself, or to make it even easier on you, you can just pay a one-time $15 fee, which is going to be exactly about the same as if you went and did it yourself. It's just saving you the headache, and they handle all that for you, and then you can put cover songs out. So I've been able to put out some more cover songs thanks to LANDR, and it's really saves you a lot of money and time. So LANDR is the best music distributor on the market when it comes to cover song licensing, and that's a great way to grow an audience as well, because you're putting out music that people are actually searching on. And so some of my covers have been some of my more popular songs. And then there's their cancellation policy. So this is a big one, right? If something happens to your credit card, or you decide you're fed up with the subscription, you don't want to pay anymore. With DistroKid, you're kind of locked in unless you pay $29 per single or $49 per album. And this is something DistroKid, I've seen a lot of people criticize them for, which I think is a little bit unfair, because this is actually better than most music distributors out there. Most music distributors, you cancel, your music is gone. Kaput. They take it down from streaming platforms. At least with DistroKid, you can pay extra and now your music's up for good and great. But as you can see, LANDR is even better. In fact, it's the best one out there when it comes to this as well, because if you stop paying, you cancel, it just reverts to an 85-15 split, where LANDR takes a 15% cut of the royalties. You take 85%, but all your music stays up on platforms forever, as long as the internet and human civilization endures. So this makes LANDR a just amazing product as well. So just straight up, I think that makes these, LANDR is the clear winner here. But there's also the matter of, Ultimate versus Studio, because I actually currently still have the DistroKid Ultimate access, and I'm also have the LANDR Studio access. But if we compare these here, you can see the price for DistroKid Ultimate is $750 a month, or about $90 a year, compared to LANDR Studio. They have this Essentials plan here, which is great if you're not really wanting to use their mastering tool. You can see it's $99 billed up front, so extra $10 a year, and you get 1,200 samples. You get the LANDR plugin bundle. So these are some really amazing plugins like LANDR Guitar, LANDR Effects Suite, LANDR Synth X, LANDR Sampler. I did a full review of that. I'll have that linked below. LANDR Chromatic, Repitch Elements, Vocal Line 6, and so on. So you get a bunch of awesome plugins for free, and you get a whole bunch of other bonuses here too. Baby Audio Tape, that's a plugin I reviewed. It's a great plugin. Some other plugins here. So you get so much more for just $10 extra than you would get with DistroKid. So that's why I'm switching from DistroKid to LANDR, and maybe after seeing this video, you decide you want to as well. And if so, then you can actually save 20% off your first year when you use my affiliate link. Just go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/LANDR, and that is going to get you the best deal possible on your LANDR subscription. Big thank you to LANDR for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to grab my free Spotify playlist secrets guide in the description below if you want to be able to grow your Spotify streams. Now, if you're worried about losing your stream counts or the playlists you've been added to when you switch your music distributor, have no fear, because if you click the video on the screen right now, that would take you to a complete tutorial that walks you through how to change your music distributor without losing any of your stream counts or any playlists your music has been added to, and it's super easy to do. So go ahead and check out that video now.